My next guest takes on Rey Trujillo coming up here at Combate 19 on December 1st. It is Andreas, the Bullet Quintana, joining me here on the program for the very first time. Andreas, how are you?
I'm great. How about you, James?
I'm doing very well. It's good to talk to you. I've seen you on the come up for a while, and it's glad we finally got to connect. But I think a lot of people watching this interview will probably remember you from season 22 of The Ultimate Fighter. And I don't think things didn't go your way in that one, but what did you sort of take away from that experience, getting to go on that show, a couple years ago?
It was a good experience. I got to see how I fit into, the bigger organizations. I see a lot of the behind the stuff, a lot of behind the scenes, and just get comfortable under the lights and camera.
Yeah, for sure. Now, did you keep in touch with anyone from the show? Did you make any friends while you were there?
I don't. I was kind of pissed about just losing in general. So I was just kind of self at the time. And going into the show, they separate you from everyone. You're in your own hotel for about.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah. I wasn't sure if they put you in like a room together or not, but okay, that makes sense for sure. I was surprised that you didn't get called on the Contender series. I mean, if you're looking at your record here, 12-2, you seem like a perfect candidate for that show. Were you ever contacted at all?
I was not, and I believe it's due to me, being signed exclusively to Combate.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so I would have got the call if I wasn't, signed to Combate. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Well, you're in a great promotion in Combate. They do a great job of pushing their fighters, and obviously they have that Latin America market completely, sort of panned out. And you got this, great fight here coming up with Rey Trujillo. He's got the 22-19 record. I think people may remember him back in the day when he fought in, I think it was Strikeforce. How do you feel like you match up against him in this fight?
Yeah, I feel like I match up really well. He's old. He's downhill, and I'm on the rise. So
yeah, it's always nice to get those veteran matchups for sure, right?
Yeah, he's gonna be tough, of course, but he's a little bit older, and I feel like he's a little bit slower now. And he's been through a lot of wars, so he's a journeyman now, and they're bringing him in here to lose against me.
Well, is that kind of what you like though? Do you like getting sort of those? I know he's not a huge name, but do you like getting those veterans in there as far as matchups and stuff, just to sort of pile those on the resume? And then, they do look good, fighting guys that are really experienced.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm fighting in general. No one on the Combate roster even wanted to step up to fight me in general. So, they were scrambling for an opponent last minute, kind of like it's kind of tough to find a fighter to fight me on like 4 weeks' notice. So, I'm just happy they were able to find someone. They were even trying to match me up with my own teammate, so I was like, I ain't gonna fight my own.
That's no good. Do you think it's specifically because of the Bullet nickname? They're just afraid of fighting anyone named the Bullet, or is it the 12-2 record? I'm trying to figure out which one it could be.
I would like to lean more to the 12-2 record with my knockout.
Fair enough. How's training camp going, and who are some of your main training partners you've been working with ahead of this matchup?
Training camp's been really good. I've been working with Lionel Lanham. You guys may have seen him in Strikeforce and Bellator. He's been one of my main training partners lately. Frank Gomez as well. He's a WEC vet. I got some tough people around, and just some up and coming fighters, from our gym.
No, it's great. Always nice to see the up and comers coming through the gym there. Now, how's the weight cut going? We're a week away from this fight. Everything on point?
Oh yeah, I'm low 60s. So yeah,
nice.
I'm just about where I want to be.
Now, how do you tackle Thanksgiving? Because, there's going to be a lot of turkey, a lot of gravy, a lot of pumpkin pie, I'm sure. How do you get around that, especially when you got a fight camp? You just have to say, hey, look, I got a fight coming up.
I'm not originally from Albuquerque. I live here now, but all my family lives in Roswell, New Mexico. So I'm not even going to be going home for Thanksgiving. I'll save all that for Christmas.
There you go. Exactly. You stack Christmas. You get all the food then. You just, make the sacrifice now. Because, it's not that far away, really, if you think about it. You got your, it's 24 days away from the fight time. So there you go. I think it works out pretty well. So.
Yep.
How do you see this fight ending? You kind of talked about it there. You're kind of seeing a finish in this one. Is that sort of what you're thinking earlier or later in the fight?
Yeah, I'm a finisher, but like shit. I've had some tough guys in Combate. I tried to finish them both, and I came close my last fight. I fought Levy, and I dropped him a couple times in that second round, but man, I just couldn't get the finish. Outside of Combate, I have 9 out of 10 finishes, so I think I'm overdue for one by far.
Yeah, I agree with that. What's next for you after this? You're with Combate. Is it just whoever they give you next type thing? You just kind of got to wait and see.
Yeah, basically, but I'm looking for a title shot. I'm trying to get paid. I mean, it's not even so much about, oh, I'm the champion. Like, everyone knows I'm the champion. I'm the best fighter at 45. No one even wants to fight me. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just ready for that belt, and I'm ready to get paid.
What do you like doing on your downtime? Are you watching Netflix? You playing video games? What do I find you doing when you're not in the gym, not training and everything?
You know, I'll watch Netflix and play games a little bit, but I'm more of an adrenaline junkie. I got a brand new ATV, 2018
Cool.
Yamaha. Yeah, so I'm out racing bikes. I have a fast Mustang, that I built, and just out there having fun, living life.
I'd say so. That's awesome. I've done a little bit of ATVing in my time. I live up here in Canada, and we get a little bit of it in the summer, and even in the winter sometimes you do the snowmobiling thing. But it's a lot of fun, man. I think that's so cool. What a nice side hobby that is, because you can just go out whenever you want, right?
Yeah. I live really close to the desert. I live in the northwest part of Albuquerque, so I jump on my bike and I just take off.
And it must be like kind of like medicating in a way too, just because you can go out there and just kind of get rid of all the noise and everything, and just go out there and drive, right?
Yep, and just throw on some headphones and just enjoy yourself, have fun.
There you go. Speaking of enjoying yourself, everyone's got to enjoy this fight, man. It's Combate 19. It's coming up here December 1st. It's going to be a great fight. Andreas, just remind people where they can get a hold of you on social media, and if you have any sponsors or shoutouts, the floor is yours.
You can get a hold of me on Instagram and Twitter. You just type in my name, andresquintana.mma, and I'll pop up, guaranteed. And I just want to thank everyone that's been very supportive. Bad Boy's been helping me out in these last two fights. All my local sponsors. Mile to Wild, my gym, obviously. I just want to thank everyone that has been through my training camp. So, just thank you guys for being there, and I appreciate it. Appreciate all the help, and obviously my family, my friends, and all my fans. You guys push me and motivate me to become better.